Hello, lip syncers. My name is Blake, also known as Just Lyra on Reddit. I run the Discord. I've been in London, so I've not really been around. So I've talked to some of you in helping your videos, but for a lot of you, this might be the first time that you're meeting me. I'm usually a bit more active, but again, I've been studying abroad, so I've been gone. But I'm very, 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 very excited to be your guest judge this week. This is so much fun. I've never gotten to be a guest judge because I was really getting early out on season 4. But I used to run a lip sync video review show with one of your advisors, Mikey, and I like to think that we were pretty good and we knew what we were talking about. So I hope that I'm able to reproduce some of that and help you guys because you guys are a really talented group. I'm going to start with that. You're really, 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 like, already just week 2 in the competition, I've seen so much growth in a lot of you, and I see a lot of natural talent in a lot of you. And that is just something that you can't teach. Like, I can't tell you how to have natural talent, you know? But you all have it, and that's really cool. And I'm going to preface this entire video with, I'm harsh. I will be harsh. It is not personal. It is strictly me wanting to help you all grow. If you have a problem with anything that I say, if you want to discuss something more, if you think I'm wrong, please DM me. Talk to me. Like, I am happy to talk about any of this with any of you. If anything that I say rubs you guys the wrong way, bring that up to me. I want to know, and I want to make you more comfortable, not only with me, but in this community, and with taking critique. And if I say anything that's out of line, please let me know. I want to be better. I want to do better. And I want to help you all grow. I don't want to tear you down. On that note, a general note for all of you is to know your words. Because quite a few of you didn't. And I noticed. And I will clock all of you for it if you didn't know your words. Especially with Hat Week coming up next week. It is so critical that you know your words on Hat Week, coming from somebody that went home on Hat Week for not knowing their words. Know your fucking words. You can have all the natural talent in the world you want, you can have the best concept in the world, but if your lip sync is not tight and you don't hit every single word, it doesn't fucking matter. At the end of the day, it will not matter. So, do as many takes as you need. Make sure you have those words down. If you keep fucking up words and you don't feel confident in knowing them, do a different song. At the end of the day, if you are not nailing a song on at least one take, don't do that song. Slowly and surely, I'm falling out of frame because I have my phone on my laptop, sorry. Just do something else. It will help you so much to just change songs. Like, I promise it will. So, that's kind of a note for all of you, especially going into Hat Week. I'm gonna put a pillow behind my back because, like, I'm being stabbed by my bed right now. Ugh, okay. Hello. Also, another note, don't film in portrait. None of you did this week, but I'm filming in portrait right now because it's just the easiest way for me to film this, because I'm in bed. Okay, let's get into the actual critiques specifically for each person. So I'm just gonna go down the list of your videos. So we're gonna start with Alex Lux. I was a very, very big fan of you in week 1, and this did not necessarily meet my expectations that I had for you in week 1. I got the concept, I got the song, kinda. I didn't really understand how your concept connected to your song, and I don't think you took the concept nearly as far as you could have taken it. Like, I understood that you drowned, but I wouldn't have known that if it didn't say it next to your name in the post. Like, I would have had no idea. I have notes written down for all of you, so if I'm ever, like, looking away from the camera and pausing for a second, I'm reading over my notes, and I might just, like, read some of these verbatim. So, like, on the end of longer notes, and I don't remember all of the songs, so this might not make sense, but, like, on notes where she was singing, like, Me, it was a very long me, make sure that you finish out the syllable at the end of the lyric, because you were dropping the endings. And then enunciate your syllables more. So when you're lip syncing, a big thing is looking like you're singing. And you, for the most part, had your words down, but it was kind of like the dropping the ends of words, and then occasionally your mouth would kind of get a little mishmashed. So for your Hat Week video, I would just keep listening to your song over and over and watch yourself in the mirror and watch how your mouth moves around the words, just to make sure that you are hitting every single syllable if it's possible. There are times that it's not going to be possible, like humanly possible. That's okay. I get it. With this song, it was. Your eye contact is a lot better. I think your eyes are on the camera the whole time, which is great. Open your mouth a little bit more when they're belting. I noticed that you did it well on one part where she was belting, but on another part, your mouth is like that much open, and it needs to be like much more. I'm not gonna open my mouth all the way because I don't have teeth and no one needs to do that. Your concept, again, was a lot more simple than it was last week. And I don't know, because you had such a cool concept last week and you did so much cool stuff with it, I kind of was like hoping that you would do something like that for this week, and you didn't. And I think you wanted to go for a more natural sync and a more like, this is who I am as a performer, and that's fine. But if you're going to do that, you have to nail everything. And you just didn't in terms of the sync. And I think that's what kind of really brought you down. So, moving forward, I want to encourage you to make sure that you have a very solid concept down that's clear, even if it's very simple. Because you are very, very smart. You're very smart. I know that from week 1. I know that from this week video. I know you're going to do great in Hat Week. Push yourself a little bit more. Push yourself like you did week 1, and you're going to do great. Moving on, we have Beep Beep. I'm going to terrorize you. I'm warning you now. If you're going to do rap, enunciate your fucking words. And know your fucking words. I'm a lot more harsh with you because you've done this once, and you did Sasha Bell's Drag Race. You know you have to know your fucking words, Beep Beep. Come on. You didn't. And you didn't enunciate them nearly well enough for rap. And you didn't have emotion in your face. You looked so dead the entire video. And that's not the Beep Beep that I know. That's not the Beep Beep that I saw in Sasha Bell's Drag Race. That's not the Beep Beep I saw in season 5. That's not the Beep Beep that I saw when you were first starting drag and where you've come to now. You're so good now. You were such a good performer. This is not that. Plain and simple, this is not that. Had this been week 1, I would have used my save on you. But you got the critiques last week, and you didn't really improve, except for the camera quality, which I noticed. Good job. So that's disappointing to me. Mainly because I know how good you are. On a lighter note, it was very funny. Like, that little toy car was hysterical. The song choice was hysterical. And I know you said that you wish you had done Shut Up and Drive instead, because you didn't know the words. You know what you did wrong. You know what you need to do in the future. That is, if you make it through Hat Week. This is a fixable thing of putting in that little bit more of effort. I don't know if you're just not as invested as you were in season 5 or in Sasha Bell's Drag Race, and I get that. This can be a very hard, draining competition. You know that. You've done it. But you can be successful. Set yourself up well to be successful. And, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Your concept was cute, and like I said, it was funny, but it could have gone like 10 times further, and I think you know that as well. So, set yourself up for success. Don't set yourself up for failure. You're a better performer than this. I love you. Theo. I loved this video. This is probably one of my favorite videos of the week. It was just so much fun. It was so funny. You were so cute and dorky. It was great. Like, You just had fun. You let go, and it was in such stark contrast to your video last week. Like, you had a lot more emotion in your face and your movements. You had a lot more energy. You took critique from last week and you applied it, and we noticed. You had a good concept. I got it. It worked. Good song choice. You had a good build in your movement of the song and like the energy of the song. It was good. My one little nitpick, well, two. One of my little nitpicks was that I wish your makeup had made you look a little bit older because it kind of looked ashy. But that is a little nitpick that I know makeup is very hard. But on that note, if you're going to do a concept that requires heavy makeup, make sure that you can execute the makeup. Because if you can't, then it kind of falls flat a little bit. And I think you saved it, but this could have gone south very quickly. And the other one that I have written down is know your fucking words. So I think you dropped words, probably. Know your fucking words. Know your fucking words. Know your fucking words. I don't really have much else for you, Theo. I think this is a good video. Keep doing good. I'm very glad that you're finally on a season. You deserve it. You're doing great so far. Keep utilizing your guest judges, keep utilizing your advisors, keep utilizing people in the community, keep taking critique, and keep growing, and you're gonna do great. So, Yanto, I'm gonna read you verbatim what I have for your notes. Know your words, and ad-lib the rest of it. So when I was writing down notes for everybody, I found it very difficult to write notes for you. Because technically, it was a great video. I mean, you dropped words, you kind of fumbled some words. Fixable. My struggle is with the concept. I completely understood it. But it was very, very risky, you know? You're in a community of queer people. We were, except for Agent, who's like 70, none of us really saw firsthand the impact of the HIV/AIDS crisis. But we still experience it, and we've still seen the aftermath of it, and it's still a very big fear in our community. And so for you to tackle something like this, I think is brave, and I commend you for that. And I think you did it in a tasteful way. I don't know. I've struggled all day with thinking about what to say to you about this video, because I find it difficult to critique it, because it is so personal for me as a queer person who has had HIV scares. Be careful about the message that you're portraying and the concepts that you're doing and how that may be perceived and what that may trigger in people. Because, this is an art form, and art can be very dark. But we are a community who, we experienced Pulse together. I was around in this community when Pulse happened. It happened during season 4. I remember that vividly. This is the first place that I came to because I didn't know where else to go. We experience things as queer people, as a queer family, and these can be very hard things for us. I think back to Electra's Green Light video in season 5, the one that I didn't catch, that really was about date rape, that really made a lot of people uncomfortable. I don't think this is at that level. I think you handled this very maturely and very well. I don't know. Like I said, I've struggled all day with what to say to you. It was a great video. Be careful about what you choose to do, because it could have been a very, very bad video. But thank you for doing it justice. That's all I got. I'm sorry. I know that wasn't very helpful. I struggled with you. I'm gonna move on to Dixon now. Dixon! I love your name. Dixon May. It's so fucking funny. Trying to kill myself's better, though. The first thing that I wrote is the Brad had killed me. That was the funniest thing that I think I've seen in a video ever. Like, that is his fucking hysterical. You weren't even around for that, but the fact that you, like, picked up on that and was like, okay, I can use this in my video, that's really funny. Using community jokes in videos, love it. Great idea. Know your fucking words. The voiceover was very cute. I really liked that idea. I was one of the first people to do a voiceover in a video. So, it's a really good idea. But if you're going to sync spoken word, make sure that you hit every single syllable. If there's a spoken word video... Shit, excuse me. I'm 16 minutes into recording this. I'm not gonna, like, re-record that. Sorry. If there's a spoken word week, which I genuinely don't know if there is, your sync cannot look like that, because you will get roasted. The thing about spoken word is that it's spoken, so you have to actually look like you're speaking it. And you have to exaggerate your lip sync to make it look like you're actually saying it. So exaggerate your mouth more if you're gonna lip sync spoken word. If there's a spoken word week, or you choose to do more spoken word in the future, talk to a few people. I'm happy to talk to you about it, about how to do spoken word, because it's hard. It's really, really, really fucking hard. It is deceptively hard, but you can do it. Focus on sounding out each word non-verbally. So, kind of the same thing I told Alex. Watch yourself in the mirror and look at how your mouth moves around words and moves around the syllables, and try to morph your mouth to, like, you do have to exaggerate a little bit to really hit every single syllable, because you drop a lot of syllables in the words. Don't sync the backing vocals. You did that in a few places, and I kind of understand why, because I don't think there was main vocals, but you would kind of go back and forth between them. So it was just kind of weird. So just be careful about what you're thinking in the song. And then the big thing is finding a balance in your energy. Because last week you were too energetic. This week you had no energy. And I was really disappointed. Like, I wish you had done the original version of Murder on the Dance Floor, not the orchestral version, because I think that much better suits you. You can do a sync where you don't really move very much. That's okay. That's possible. But it's really, really, really hard to do and pull off well. I think your concept was genius. I think you made it very fun. I think you made it funny. It was your energy and your lack of movement that brought it down for me. So if you can combine that genius concept and how funny you are into a balance of low energy with high energy, finding a good midpoint, you're gonna be great. So good job this week. For Hat Week, focus on finding a good balance of energy and watch your sync. Evie Lipster. Ava? I don't know. I'm stupid. Miss Lipster. The sipping on the was genius. I cracked up. That is really, really, really smart and a very good way to cover having to lip sync something that you can't really lip sync. So, very fucking good idea. It was really smart. Make sure that you are syncing the full note. So at some point she sings "knock on my door" and she kind of draws out the word door. You dropped the ending of the or, and I don't sing, so I will not sing it for you. But you dropped the ending of that or. Make sure that you see it all the way through. Watch where you walk if you're going to be moving in lip syncs, because when you stepped in front of the window and in the doorway, the backing light really washed you out. So just kind of like try to be careful of that and try not to linger in front of those places. And that's kind of a hard thing to notice when you're not behind the camera. So maybe try to do like a walkthrough of where you might want to move and like have your camera person tell you how the lighting is or something. It's kind of a hard problem to fix, and if you don't fix it, I'm not going to be like, you're not taking critique. But it is something that I just kind of wanted to mention. Make sure your camera person keeps you in frame. When they stepped outside, you were completely out of frame, and when they stepped across the street, you were so far back we couldn't see you. That can be a very bad thing. I know, like, doing, like, a moving sync is really hard, but be very careful of that and have your camera person be conscious of it. Some of your words got a little garbled. You knew the lyrics. Maybe you did. I have know your words written down, so maybe you didn't. No, there were a few dropped words, actually. I do remember that now. So, know your fucking words. I feel like a broken record saying that. But a few of your words did get garbled together. Like, on All Right Now, I noticed that All Right Now kind of became one little, like, movement of your mouth. And it's more like, all right now. It's 3 syllables, right? So try to hit every single syllable if you can. On a lighter note, the concept, really cute. I got it. It worked. Good energy. You broke out of being a dancer way earlier than I expected you to. You don't have to break out this early. You are allowed to dance, I promise. Don't feel like you can't do it now that you've done it for 1 week. Just make sure you're not doing it every single week. And you're already doing that. So, great job this week. You're fantastic, and I still think you're going to win. Gino. Good energy. You knew the words. It was fun. You did the biggest 180 in terms of versatility. From doing opera to, like, punk. What the fuck? You're showing us that you can do a lot. That's pretty cool. I got the concept. It worked. It was cute. It's kind of it, though. You know, like, it was just a cute, nice video. It wasn't anything special. Oh, God, sorry. I don't really have a lot to critique. The only thing is, if you have something clearer to record with, and I'm not saying that, like, go out and buy a camera, but if you do have something clear, like a phone or something, this is a very grainy video, and it made it hard to see your mouth in places, so can I just be conscious of that? I'm not gonna knock you if you don't have anything else, though. It was just an okay video. It was good. It's fine. You're a better performer than fine, though. So try to push yourself more if you can. But I don't really have a lot of critique. Good job. Will, I don't really have a lot written down for you, Will, because this is also a great video. It gave me very much like Hostel, like Poughkeepsie Tapes, Serbian film vibes, which was like kind of sexy and scary. And I'm scared and turned on. I loved it though. Like it was great. You knew the words. Thank you for knowing the fucking words. Please teach your fucking castmates how to know the fucking words. It was a really clear concept. I loved the editing. I loved the camera work. I loved the energy. It was great. You're great. I wish I knew how to help you. But I don't really have a lot. I think the only thing that maybe I would say is to try to push yourself a little bit more out of this kind of box, I guess. Because I feel like your week 1 video was a little bit about, like, sexual energy. Like, not nearly to the extent that this one was, but I did get a lot of sexual energy from your first video. So don't rely on that body. I don't know. Try to be a little bit more versatile, I guess. I genuinely, that's me grasping for straws of something to critique you for. You're great. You're a really good performer. I can see you going very far. But, like, outplace Mikey, please. So, just so I can bully him about it. Okay. You're great. CB Jubilee. So, the first thing that I wrote down, and this is the first thing that I wrote down when I opened your video, was that you have filmed in black and white 2 weeks in a row. It's fine. But if you're gonna keep doing black and white, give us a reason why it's in black and white. Because I kind of understood why it was in week 1, the whole Funhouse Mirror thing. It kind of fit the mood of it, and I guess it kind of fit the mood of it this week. But if you're going to do any kind of video editing that isn't an overlay, make it extremely purposeful and make it have an impact on the video. Because I don't think it necessarily had an impact on the video this week. You've got a natural stage presence and a natural ability to sync well. I think you have the most natural stage presence of anybody on this cast. Like, you belong on a stage if you aren't like a drag queen or a performer or an actor or anything like that. Please become one, because you just exude energy, even when you're not moving very much. Like, it's this passion. I can't explain it, but you're very entertaining to watch. My one critique is that I want you to take your costuming and set dressing and concepts to the next level and to push it a little bit farther. Because you got a very clear concept this week of being an alcoholic, and the dripping was gross, but it's so good. The turning on the shower, on letting the water fall, that was so funny and so smart and so clever. You had really good emotion. But if you watch other people's videos, they have costumes and sets, and you don't necessarily need them, but it does help a lot. So if you can pull that off, I think you are like a dark horse frontrunner. You're a really, really good, talented person and a good thinker. So good luck. If you ever need help figuring out how to do costuming, I'm probably not the person to ask, but I can try. There are a lot of people in this community who know a lot about costuming, who would be happy to help you. Like, Andrea is incredible in how much she puts together just off a couple bucks. So it's possible to do it on a budget, because, girl, I know we out here being broke. I understand. So don't feel like you're confined because you're not a drag queen or you don't have money or whatever you feel like your problem is. If there is a problem, it's fixable. You can do it. I see it in you. Push yourself and don't be afraid. WC. Much better energy, great improvement from your early videos and the earlier in the week that you showed me. You took it a lot farther. You had good emotion, your concept worked, I got it, it made sense, good energy, good movement. I have written down it was fine. And it was. I mean, it was fine. I enjoyed the video. I don't necessarily have a critique. It was just fine. It wasn't my favorite video of the week. I think you kind of limited yourself with the concept a little bit. I think it was a tough concept. I mean, you know, I have military background in my family. My ex-partner is military right now. It's a very personal thing for me. So it clicked. It resonated with me, I think, more so than maybe other people who don't have that military background. Maybe it did. I don't know. I really have not talked to anybody else. So I'm not going to speak for anybody else. But it did resonate with me. So, I mean, it was an okay video. I think you got a little bit outshined this week just because of the concept and what you chose to do. So I didn't really expect that to happen. Otherwise, I would have told you, hey, don't do this. But really be conscious of, I guess, what you're doing and what your castmates might be doing to outshine you. Try to be the biggest star out there. Try to have the best video. Try to have the biggest concept. Really move people. Because I know you can. And that's a very vague critique, and I don't really know what it means either. But push. You got it in you. Kaden. I don't have a nice thing to say about this video. I really tried to think of something nice to say about every video, but I can't. I didn't get the drowning at all. I know at the end you were like, look, college student was drowned, but that was it. It was very similar to Dixon in that you were, if you're not gonna move, that's fine, but have something more to make it entertaining and to give us something. Because watching somebody lay on the floor for 3 minutes is not entertaining. And I know that's harsh, and I'm sorry, but if you're going to do something like that, you have to bring it to a level where it's going to be a production. Like, I think back to season 2, Creepy Week, when Joan did Polly. She didn't really do a lot in terms of movement, but the whole aesthetic of the video was incredibly creepy and so good. I'm completely blanking on other ballads that people have done. I will think of, if you want to watch some other slower videos like that, let me know. I'll go hunt some down for you to kind of see how you can do it successfully. And this is also a lesson in song choice, because I personally don't think this is a good performance song. The energy is really strange, and it's really hard to like conceptualize. It's just, when you are picking your song, make sure that it is something that is going to very easily translate into a concept that you can portray to the audience. I don't think this song was ever going to be that. Oh wait, I do have nice things written down. Your sync was pretty good. And your lighting was better. So, good job on taking critique, seriously. I noticed these things. We noticed these things, that we were taking critique. We notice, I promise. This did feel like a step down for you, though, because I did enjoy your video last week, and I did not enjoy this video. And I think you got doubly screwed, because Elektra did your song, but better. And that's hard, because you can't really predict that somebody else is going to do your song, especially on a week like this. But I worry for you this week, so I hope you make it through. And if you don't, please keep doing carry-ons and keep growing, and come back for season 8. We're on season 7. Shit, I thought we were still on season 6, y'all. Come back for season 8. Seriously. And if you survive this week, do fucking better, or you will be going home. Because I see something in you, Kaden. I know you have the talent to do it. So do it. Elektra. Same thing as Kaden. Bad song choice. Not a good lip-syncing song. But you did do it better than Kaden did. So good on you for that, and I think it's going to help you a lot this week. You knew the words. Very creative concept, and very solid editing and looks. But I don't get it. Like, I don't get it at all. I don't understand how drag killed you or how you died. That maybe went completely over my head, and if you explain it to me, it might totally make sense. But that's also a problem in that if you have to explain it to me, then that's not good. And that shouldn't be happening. So in the future, make sure that your concept is extremely clear, especially on such a story-heavy week. I didn't get it at all. So I think you'll be fine this week, because, I mean, it was a very solid sync, very solid looks, very, 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 very good editing. Your editing has improved so much. But I just didn't get how you died. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know. But you have improved a lot since season 5, and I love to see that. So keep improving, keep growing, keep doing great. And finally, we have Is Fierce. This is one of my favorite songs ever, so a little bit biased. Love Stone Cold. a lot like Jubilee, you are a natural performer. Like, you have this amazing stage presence that just captivates me. And I noticed that you took critique and that you worked on your concepts and you had a more clear concept, and it was great. You still had this amazing energy about you, and your sync was really tight. It was just good. Like, I loved it. I loved this video so much. And so, like I said, you took critique, you made it more of a clear concept. Now take it farther. Put some blood on your shirt. You know, have a knife sticking out of you or something. You know, small things, small details like that kind of conceptualize the video a little bit more. Like, the barest of costumes do wonders for your video. But you're great. Like, you're a killer performer. And so, same as Jubilee. If you're not an actor or a drag queen or some kind of performer, please become one. Because you've got it. That is all I have for you. In a separate video, I will reveal my votes and my save. But thank you all so much for participating, for keeping this community alive. This community means the world to me and how much it's done for me. And I'm so glad that we still have people coming through, people coming back to keep it alive and to keep the competition alive. Y'all are amazing performers. And I'm so glad that you joined us. I'm so glad that you're here and you are part of our family now. So, keep being beautiful. Keep doing amazing. I love all of you, and I'm always here if you ever need someone to tell you to get off your bullshit, or if you ever need support. I promise I can be nice, even though I know I wasn't here. I promise I'm here for anything that you guys need. I might get back to you like 12 hours later while I'm in London, but I'm here. Okay. Mwah. I love you all. Kill it. Bye.